All right, everybody, how's it going? It's officially past the deadline, for the 4 o'clock deadline for the franchise tags that needed to be placed for the 2022 NFL season. If you're not aware, basically, one of the main mile markers of the NFL offseason has come and now gone. Up until 4 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday, teams across the NFL had the ability to place franchise or transition tags on soon-to-be free agents. Leading up to that point, each team can designate one player with either tag, which effectively retains them for the upcoming season if they can't, later work out a contract, or if it's just something that doesn't work out. We kind of get an idea of what the franchise tag is. If you're new to the NFL, it's probably a little confusing. But there's franchise tag, exclusive tags, non-exclusive tags, transition tags. So I think these are all basically just 1-year contracts. Yeah. And these are just basic ways that these are typically handled. What is all this garbage? Pause that. You can read about those, but basically which players are tagged. We'll go over that for the 2022 NFL season. These players were tagged. It doesn't necessarily mean that they'll have to play on the tag. They could get a deal done. They could be traded. They could figure something out, and something will happen. Do they have how much each player is going to make on the? Okay, that's probably included in each of the thing. And then I think this article also goes over some notable players who weren't wound up getting tagged that are a little surprising to some people. So this will be our last video of the day, unless some crazy breaking news happens from around the league. But for right now, this is probably this is going to be the last big news from around the NFL this afternoon. So we'll look down, and the Buccaneers did tag Chris Godwin. They were unable to get a long-term deal done. Let's see. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have officially placed a franchise tag on Chris Godwin. This would mark the second time in as many seasons that Godwin would be hit. So this is his second time with the tag. This year, he would receive $18.42 million fully guaranteed and ensure that both sides would have to work more time to work toward a long-term extension. But he tore his ACL, which cut his year short. But yeah, that means Carlton Davis, by keeping Chris Godwin in the team, that means Carlton Davis will hit the free agent market. He could be re-signed by the Buccaneers, but they elected to use it and keep Chris Godwin in there. It sounds like they would rather keep him than Carlton Davis. Bit surprising, but $18.42 million to Chris Godwin because of the tag, as long as he signs it, or they work out a long-term deal. I think this is the second year straight that the Jaguars have placed the franchise tag on left tackle Cam Robinson. Cam Robinson made $13.75 on the tag, and now will be in line to earn $3 million more dollars at $16.62 million because of the second use of the tag. Now it's kind of cool because, like they're saying, because now they'll be keeping Cam Robinson. What are they going to do with that one pick? Are they still going after tackles? Are they going to go after a defensive player now? It kind of changes the dynamics of that first pick for the Jaguars and potentially for the Lions, depending on how the Jaguars elect to use that pick. Did they trade it? Someone else sneaks in and gets a top defensive player. Now do those Ikem Ekwonu or Evan Neal, do they drop a little bit? Yeah, it's interesting. Makes it complicated. I mean, it maybe doesn't. They could be trying to trade Cam too. So the Packers did have to tag Devonta Adams after giving Rodgers that big contract. I think Adams is okay with the tag, but probably would prefer to get some long-term money. Shortly after news of Rodgers agreeing to a record-setting deal with the Packers, reports noted that the team was expected to place the tag on All-Pro receiver, and the move has become official. Adams has been hit with the tag. On the other hand, he is set to make $20.1 million guaranteed for the 2022 season. So, pretty good payday for Devonta Adams, who's probably not the happiest getting tagged, but gets to play with Rodgers, and he makes $20 million this season, fully guaranteed. Cowboys did tag tight end Dalton Schultz, kind of an expected move coming. He had last year, he had 78 catches with 808 yards and 8 touchdowns. Pretty good year. Let's see here. And the Cowboys appear to be retaining Schultz a priority. They may create room. They want to keep Schultz. It sounds like and they want to re-sign Gallup. Which they're probably going to move on from someone like Amari Cooper, DeMarcus Lawrence, and this is probably the start of the signal that the Amari Cooper news of him being out is pretty might be true. He'll earn $10.9 million on the tag, unless they decide to keep him, on a long-term deal. And I think they are negotiating a long-term deal. He might be on his way to more money soon here. Chiefs officially placed a tag on Brown, Orlando Brown, the left tackle. Brown will earn $16.7 million guaranteed on the tag, and that money will land on the club's salary cap, potentially limiting what the Chiefs will be able to do in free agency. So they might want to try to work a deal out here to maybe lower that cap number, or maybe push money around, or we'll see what they tend to do. We'll see. The Bengals, the AFC champion Bengals, have had to place a franchise tag on safety Jesse Bates. They hope to get a long-term contract negotiated, so it sounds like they want to have something done here. Bates would make $13 million if he does have to play the year on the tag. So if they aren't able to get a long-term deal, which it sounds like both sides are keen and interested in doing, he'll make $13 on guaranteed on the tag. David Ninjoku, in a bit of a surprise, the Browns elected to tag Ninjoku, keeping him for the 2022 season. He's going to make $10.9 like Dalton Schultz if he winds up holding this spot particularly. It looks like they're trying to work out a long-term contract, which means that they're probably going to try to get rid of Hooper if this is what they're trying to do, unless they're trying to sign and trade or tag and trade David here. Another tight end was tagged, and I think this was the final notable player that was tagged this afternoon. By the way, they have to July 15th to either work a contract out, have the player sign it, or they sit out, or they're protesting or whatever it's called, the season or the offer. So they have till about July 15th to get everything figured out with these guys on these tags. Or they'll just play on a tag if they elect to do that. The Dolphins used a franchise tag on Mike Gesicki prior to the deadline. He had a pretty good year. So we'll see if they get anything done. I'm imagining it's 10.9. Notable untagged players. So those are the players that were tagged that are notable. I believe that was actually everybody. I don't remember it being a long list of people who were tagged. Yeah, that was it. That was everybody, I'm pretty sure. Unless there was some small players that, got hit. But here's the notable untagged players. So these players will be able to just enter free agency. The Titans didn't tag outside linebacker Harold Landry. Let's see. The club still hopes to sign him to a long-term deal, but could be fending off the rest of the NFL to ink the 25-year-old pass rusher. So he's pretty good young player, it sounds like, and he's going for a contract at age 25. So a lot of teams are probably going to be quite interested in signing Harold Landry. The Patriots, a little bit of a surprise. They let J.C. Jackson just reach free agency. Yeah, he's probably going to reset the market. He wants to be the highest paid corner in football, which he'll probably wind up getting after he's been one of the better corners the last couple seasons here. And those are the two notable untagged. I'm going to go check out maybe let's make sure I didn't miss anybody. Where's Ian Rappaport? Why is he just never shows up in the old Why can't I find the guy's account? Here you go. I guess I'll have to. Hard to get to this guy's Twitter, even though you looked for it. Oh, is that Kyler Murray taking batting practice? Uh-oh. Anyway, let's see. Friday's a big day for old Deshaun Watson. Yep, that's about it. That's all the tags. So, all right. Let me know what you think. What do you think of the players who were tagged? Do you think any of the deals will get done? Do you think? What do you think? Anyone use a wrong tag? Did a team not should a team have used the tag? Should the Patriots have tagged Jackson, Titans Landry? Carlton Davis maybe was the right pick here over Chris Godwin when you already have a Mike Evans. Excuse me. But let me know what you think. There's quite a bit there to talk about, a lot to go over. I'm not really giving much of my opinion here, just kind of light opinion on the moves if it was if it felt good. But couple confusing ones. Most of them seem pretty right, but this is the one I'm a little confused about with Carlton Davis being there. And yeah, that's about the only one I'm really shocked in. The Patriots didn't even try with J.C. Jackson. It sounds like he's just gone. So those are a little surprising, but we'll see what happens. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and you want more NFL content as it comes out. Yeah, make sure you leave a comment down below as well, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can on that. That sounds about it for right now. Yep, so those are the guys that were tagged. Those were some of the notable guys who weren't tagged, that are a little surprising, I would say. I don't know. What do you think? All that fun stuff, and yeah. Have a good rest of your day, night, morning, whenever you listen to this, I guess. And go Lions, go Tigers, and go Patriots. Thanks a lot, and later. Bye-bye.